So I'm going to sorry, this video is just like two section, but all I can apologize is we're sorry for what our ancestors did because we all are suffering it. You're suffering over there, we are suffering right here because of still the same bad leaders. I believe that if the leaders realize the wrong that they've done, now you will not expect all Africans to stand up and fight. Those people that doesn't have the interest. Let me tell you something. Most of this thing happen in West Africa. It happened in West Africa. So you will not expect the East African leaders or the North African or the South African leaders. The only thing that happens in South Africa is apartheid. You understand? You will not expect them to start fighting or take you important because they know the region where slave trade took place. It's not in their own region. It all happens. Some of them were taken to Middle East, but the real one, when you're talking about the Europe, Spain, Portuguese, America, UK, it's from West Africa. So these are the things that we need to come to understand. So they don't care. But we Africans that have the hearts that still love you, we're coming out to say we cannot still nurse this hatred between us. Let us, Africa is our only home and the only continent at which we can be valued and appreciated. Let's join hands together and save Africa. It's dying of all these tyrants, all these evil leaders. It's dying of all this Western neocolonial, whatever they call it. I don't care because me, I'm not after politics or their systematic terms. So what I only care is my people. There are so many. The way we were was the best. We were so successful in everything we were doing till this demon came. And only both in unity we can restore this great continent to the heights it ought to be. So I'm begging all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, look for Africans that reason with you and let us come together and bring out the best out of this great and save this great continent. Your voice matters. Your voice matters. Your assistance matters. Medical assistance, any assistance that you can to save life. These are your brothers and sisters. This is your continent. No matter how you run, no matter how you try to pretend, Africa is your home. And yeah, indigenous African person, Mr. Kingsley Bassey, is coming out to say, we are sorry for what our ancestors did to your ancestors. We are really sorry. Some of the narratives are not true. Majority of them are not true. But above all, apology heals. If our leaders cannot say this, I am standing here to say because I have the interests of my people in my heart. When anything happens to the diaspora, it happens to me. I feel them. I love all my African brothers and sisters. Because when I see you succeed, I succeed. So let us build love within ourselves. Let us see ourselves in ourselves. And until the day we start seeing ourselves in ourselves, then we have an edge of progress. Let no African be greater than any African. Equality, justice is all we seek for. How can we fight this injustice over this race? It's in unity, one voice. We can fight this injustice. Nobody knows what happened in Congo by King Leopold II. Nobody knows what happened in Ghana, in Nigeria, in different regions, in Ethiopia. Nobody knows what happened in the diaspora. 400 years. If we don't come in unity, you cannot work with the government of Africa. I am telling you the honest truth. You just need to work with the youth that are ready to stand and fight this injustice over our race. We need to start connecting with all the Africans all over the world. An injury to one Africa is an injury to all. So I will plead. Lock that gate. I will plead to all my African brothers. I'm sorry I'm not making use of that name black. We are not black, we are Africans. And I want you to sound this to all the diaspora. We are African, we are not black. We are Africans. We are kings, we are rulers. We are the head. We can never be the tail. We are not black, we are Africans. My skin is not black. Most of us are like, in fact, we are light-skinned. So if you say people of color, our colors differs. You understand? If you see black, you will know black. I don't know how they designed that name and whatever thing, but I don't just like it. It's better you call me by the greatness of my continent, Akabulani, which is the mother of creation. That was the ancient name before the name Africa came. You are who the white man say you are. If you accept to be what the white man say you are, then you are that thing. Then when you refuse and you say, I am not African, I am the great Akabulani, yeah, you then the spirit of your ancestor rise up and back you up. There are things you do not know about Africa until you come and get connected to the right people. You will get connected to the spirituality that is in this land. You will tap the energy that is in this land. I can break the thinking of all the 54 countries the way they reason. I don't even need to mean talking to anybody in Africa. I can read your energy. I will know who is a Nigerian, who is a Ghanaian, who is a South African, and Uganda, and the rest of them. That is my gift. Then I'll know how to deal with you. I know the way Nigerians they think. We have 500 and something ethnic groups, and they just carve this ethnic group and force them to be a nation, which there is no agreement, there's no connection. We are not this nation. We are Africans. We were Africans before the nation came, and the nation has been putting this modernized slavery chain on our neck, which is not right. It is not making us to connect with our brothers and our sisters in the diaspora. So please, we are sorry, and we want us to reason together from the heart of an indigenous African to you, my brothers and sisters. We are sorry for what has happened. It will never solve the problem. Apology will, unity will, love will, forgiveness will, and let us move ahead out of this stage of bitterness and hatred and separation. Let's put our individual differences aside and save this continent, our only continent. Do not force yourself to be recognized in a place that they will never recognize you. They don't love you and they can never love you. Forget about what. Look at the eyes of people. Read their eyes. See, not everybody that smiles with you love you. If you know your enemy, you will eat without your enemy with a long spoon because of safety. Wisdom is profitable, but in all you're getting, get understanding. When I laugh with you, my heart doesn't smile. That is what life has taught me. I trust people just only 2%. So please, the only people that can kill me, it's my Africans brothers. So please, I beg of you, don't force yourself to be. We will take over things. Only when we are united, we can take over. We can change the policy. We can change things. We can take over that thing that you are fighting and thinking, yeah, yeah, yeah. We will only in unity. First of all, we, yeah, good day, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time over there and your time zone. I want to celebrate all my African brothers and sisters in Africa and also in the diaspora. This video I'm making right now is for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I think I have been of, let me say, 9 to 10 years experience with brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I have taken my time to understand them, not 100%, but let me say 55% at least. I've tried, but there's still more to learn, because not until you have that privilege to be with them one on one, then you can understand the other side. Now, I see the pains, the hatred, the bitterness that has been narrowed down to you by the same problem that we indigenous Africans are facing. Now, the storyline, it's not correct. You understand? And that is why if most indigenous African people or person refuses to open up and say we are sorry, you understand? Not we are sorry for what we've done, but we are sorry for what most of our leaders did to our ancestors, our brothers, which you guys are, to our brothers, which are your ancestors. We are sorry because one, I went through, if you do not come to Africa, you will not know the real truth. Not everything you see on the internet are true. Not everything. The ancient landmark, the atrocity is still in Africa of what they did, and the lie they narrated to you people that has carved up to build this level of bitterness and hatred for indigenous Africans. Now, I am so angry. I am saying I'm sorry because, one, I know some of the history, which I'm not here to say or tell you guys. But most of our ancestors that were taken away, some of them were lied to that they are going to have a better life. Some, their villages were conquered and taken to captivities. Some were captured on their way to farm. Some were sold by the leaders, the chiefs. Most of the indigenous leaders were threatened by the British, by the colonial masters, that if they don't do it to save their family, they need to accept the offer. Most of them. Some of them took it as an advantage because of gunpowder. They want to stretch their territory. They did that to conquer the other neighboring village. Now we talk about the Benin massacre. We're not talking about the Eastern region massacre. We are not talking about the Badagry massacre. How they killed a lot of Easterners, how they killed the Edo, how the destruction of the Benin Empire, and the amount of people they captured and took in slavery, how they beheaded the Oba of Benin in Calabar. The trace is still there. When you come to Calabar, you will see everything and you will shed tears on what they did. So we are saying we are sorry because most of the narrative there was Africans sold their brother. We sold you guys into slavery, which it's all lies. We are not saying that, let me say, 10% of it is true. May all the 90s speak lies. It happens. So many people did that, which up to now we're still regretting. But the only thing they say, when you know the truth, you will be free. Only the truth can set us free, and we need to tell each other the truth than allowing the demon that has destroyed the continent up till now to still keep feeding us with this hatred. We are same race. We are same body. A lot of huge amount percentage. Go and do your DNA. All my brothers in the United States and my sister, do your DNA. You find out that you're from Nigeria. Huge amount of slaves were taken from West Africa, especially Nigerians. Do your DNA. I bet you're from Nigeria. Some in the Caribbean and also Jamaica are from Ghana, and other region. We have Nigerians descendant in Brazil, which we all know. We have them if I can just mention a lot. So I'm not an historian. I'm just someone that is just straight, just hitting the truth the way it ought to be. So I am saying Africa is dying. It's high time we tell ourselves the truth and save this continent. The only continent that you can be. We are not saying come and develop Africa for us. Africa has a lot of resources to develop itself. Africa has a lot of talents that can restructure and build it. All we need is our voice. This is our continent. If we don't save it, no other person can. The future of Africa lies in our hands. Africans are dying with this COVID in Uganda. Our brothers that are medical doctor, we have the herbs, we have so many things, but we need medical advice because now we don't depend on the leaders. The leaders are so blind by the peanut being given to them by the Westerners. I'm not afraid of them. You understand? By the peanuts. They don't care about any of the citizens. They don't care about the citizens of Africa. They care about what they can embezzle for themselves and their selfish purpose. We are Africans. We are Africans, and